Welcome to this Goldster Tai Chi class. My name is Doris and I'm going to guide you through the Tai Chi lesson. We will then finish with a relaxing Qigong at the end of our class. A very warm welcome to any new Goldsters joining us the first time. You can always use the chat function and let us know how you're getting on, let us know whether you're new, and just any old feedback or questions, just type it in the chat. At the end of our class, we will have a few moments where we can chat live, so I will then unmute you and then we can have a bit of a talk. But let's get started. Make sure you have enough room around you to be safe, and we start with just shaking arms and legs very softly, just feeling into our body how we feel today. Are we tense or are we already warmed up from some other exercise? And just check into your body, feel how your joints are stiff or loose, if there are any niggles, and just generally loosening up, shaking your body about, shaking arms and legs. Now with your feet some hip width apart, we bounce up and down softly, just lifting the heel a little bit off the floor if you can, and allow for your shoulders to bounce. Take your shoulders with this bouncing movement and shake loose any tension you feel in the neck area, just very gently bouncing up and down. Hold your spine long, head goes up, and we loosen up, allow for our arms to just flop along with our movement. Relax the shoulders. A little bit more to one side, a little bit more to the other side. Up and down we go. Very good. And now again, shake arms and legs gently. Let a ripple run through all of your body. And let's get to our stretches. We have full stretches and we go through them 3 times. So the first one again, we'll be just observing how we feel today. With the feet together, we interlink the fingers or clasp the hands and we raise our palms towards the ceiling. If that's comfortable for you, just reach, just gently, feel how you are today. Breathing gently all the time. Take your hands softly down to chest level and spread out wide. Standing tall, we reach to the sides, lengthening our arms, opening the chest. Again, just quite a gentle stretch initially. And the hands come down by the side of the body. Fingertips look forward and palms downwards as we push our hands down and grow tall. Pulling down the shoulders with our hands. Push down and grow tall. Now relax. Interlink fingers again or clasp your hands and step out, softening your knees. The palms push forward, we tuck in our head and we curl the back. Sit back, push the palms to the front and feel that back going all curly and round. Keep on breathing gently, ideally in and out through the nose. Drop hands down softly, hip comes under, and we start again, second time through the stretches. Feet together, hands reach up, palms upwards, and stretch that little bit more. Feel how you lengthen your legs and your body and your arms upwards. Growing up all the time. Up we go. Softly release, bring the hands to chest level, stay tall and grow wide, opening up wide, legs grow tall, body and head grow upwards and arms stretch out to the side, opening wide, through your arms and hands and fingers to the fingertips, feel your fingertips. Release softly. Hands go down by the side of the body, fingertips forward as we push down. Now long legs again. Body grows tall, spine goes upwards, head goes upwards, and the hands pull down our shoulders. As you grow tall, push down with your hands. And a bit more. Softly release, relaxing. Interlink your fingers or clasp your hands. We step out for a back curl. Palms turn forward, sit back and tuck in your head. And keep on pushing your hands forward, sitting back as we go. The more you push, you might feel that stretch in your back, running along the spine. And drop hands softly down. We go one more time through our stretches with the feet together. We're going upwards, and we now persuade all our muscles to grow longer and longer and a bit longer and a bit longer and a little bit more, and release. Hands come down to chest level as we grow wide, still staying tall, growing up and reaching wide. Spread out, head goes up, arms go out to the side, reach to the sides and a bit more. Grow your arms long, head stays high up. Release. All tingly by now. Our hands down by the side of the body. Try and reach the floor behind you. Grow tall. Head touches the ceiling and hands touch the floor. Give it a go. Pull down and head goes up. Hands go down, head goes up and a bit more and a bit more. Softly release. One more back curl as we interlink and step apart. We push forward our palms and sit back and keep on pushing forward as much as you can. Head is tucked in and push forward and a bit more. Keep on pushing forward, sit back, push a bit more, just a little bit more and a tiny bit more still. Softly release, drop your hands down, bring your hip under, straighten up. Oh, that was our stretches. Shake it out a little bit. Now let's look at our joints. How are we doing here? With the feet hip width apart or maybe a little bit further. We start turning our belly button. So we look how our waist can turn today. Just turning from the center, all nice and relaxed with the shoulders just soft. Head is high and turn your upper body. Turning. Let your arms swing freely as we're turning. Soft knees. And a few big turns if you can. And then smaller again and smaller. Now we wake up our legs, bouncing up and down, and allow for arms to swing. Loose elbows, loose wrists. Just bouncing up and down, straight spine. Keep nice and tall. And we're bouncing. And now we are adding the turn from earlier. So we turn our body and we carry on the bouncing. Turning the body, bouncing in the feet. Very well done. Arms are loose. Few big ones. Go for it. And smaller. Nice. Our next one are the hip circles. Start small. Describing a nice circle with your hip, soft knees, and then extend to a bigger movement as we go with our circle right to the outside of our feet. And smaller again, coming back to between our feet into a small circle. Now return direction, starting small. Small circle first, and then extend it. We go bigger and bigger and bigger. Big circle now. Fantastic. Smaller again. And small. Feel how the weight now is going between the feet in a small circle. That's it. And stop. Let's tip to one side, stretching the side of the body. Feel a comfortable stretch. We just use the body weight for this one, just tipping to the side. Soft knees and tip left and right, gently. And another couple of times. Anything that doesn't agree with you, do not practice these moves, just skip them and come back when we're at a different move. Let's have arms up to the side, and one goes at the front of the body and one at the back. One goes at the front, and once you've worked out where your arms go, let them drop. Drop down. Up we go, breathing in and drop down. Let go. Let go. Staying upright, heads high, maybe just drop into our legs. Another couple of days. Letting go. And then we finish, arms up to the side, soft knees, relaxed shoulders as we circle our forearms. Just trying to keep your elbows in the space they are. And circle your forearms. Let's go the other way. Relax those shoulders. Very good. Circling. Now hands come down. We tuck our elbows in the waist. So we fix our arms a little bit because now we turn our hands, warming up the wrists. Just feel how it is today. I've got a right clicky wrist today. It's making clicky noises. Don't know what happened. I'm sure it'll stop again. We hope. Shake it out softly. Very good. And now to our shoulders. Let's have a good tall stance. Head is high up. We stand relaxed. And we start small circles with the shoulder, not involving the head. Just the shoulders. Roll them. And then as you extend the circle, nice and slow, try to get right all the way around the edges. As much as you can, keeping that head still. Just the shoulders. Smaller again. And smaller. Let's reset the good posture. Heads up, spine is long. Just the shoulders circling the other direction. Yeah, we're starting small again, and then we're extending again to a bigger movement. Big shoulder circles. And smaller again. And just to finish, we go down to the legs, taking the weight onto one leg only. We point the other toe on the floor. Standing leg is soft, and the other leg, the knees start making circles. And we're concentrating on making a really nice shape with our knee. Observing how our ankle and our hip are getting a warm up. If you need to hold on for balance, if you're too wobbly, please do. Let's turn the other way. Nice shape, concentrating on a really good circle with your knee. And now we change to the other leg, swapping the weight over, settle the weight down, soft knee on the standing leg. Point the other toe, round we go with our knee in a nice circle. Just check how you warm up your hip through the movement. Feel your ankle. Go the other way. We make sure you have a nice shape round with your knee. Good one. And shake it out a bit. Fantastic. That's our little warm-up done. Let me just check whether there are any comments. As I say, if you have any questions, queries, pop a comment. I hope everyone's fine. Looking good. So today, I want to start just with a little exercise on opening move, hold ball and part wild horse's mane. Just going through that move again in a bit more detail. So let's get started. Just going for the move a few times with our feet together. We step out with the left as I'm showing a mirror image, and we center the weight, dropping the weight down into relaxed feet and legs. Opening move, the hands float up, draw in slightly and sink down. going to hold bowl on the right side. We're stepping the left foot forward, the left palm upwards, the right palm downwards. Part wild horse's mane. Roll back to hold bowl on the other side. Stepping with right palm up, left palm down. Roll back, hold bowl. We go again. Step into part wild horse's mane move. Bring the weight back and hold bowl. And one more time, part wild horse's mane. Come back, and we're going into a closing move from here. Left closes to right, and we straighten up. So for our movement, let's get started at the start. We have stepping hip width apart, and then we place the foot first with the toe, and then we roll the weight into the center position with soft knees. And then in this position, we are in a different way, so we can drop our weight down again. We can drop once more our tailbone down. For our opening moves, it's the hands floating up. Just feel as if only the hands are being pulled upwards. Draw them slightly in. As we go down, we can sink down into our knees. That's the height we're choosing. We try to stay at that height. Take the weight all on right. Make sure your right shoulder's relaxed as we hold bowl. Taking the heel forward, hip width apart. We're very conscious on our weight transfer. Rolling the weight to the front, or more to the front. We'll talk about that in a minute. Palm up, palm down. With a small curve, we can come back, peel off the foot at the front, set the toe hip width apart, roll the weight over to the other side. Set the heel, transferring the weight in a shifting movement. Small turn as we come back, peel off the foot, set the toe, transfer the weight, hold bowl. Let's go again. Set the heel first, then transfer the weight. Palm goes up, roll back, and set the toe, transfer. Go one more time. Set the heel, palm up to part wild horse's mane, coming back, set the toe, and we center now for the closing move. As we close with the left foot to the right foot, we now straighten up from the height we've been at. When we're going into part wild horse's mane or any forwards movement, we step the heel and we transfer the weight. Both feet stay flat on the floor, and the knee of the forward foot leg tries to stay behind the toes. So we're not going to overreach. We're in good stance. We have more weight at the front than at the back, but both feet are weighted. So here, peel off the foot. I take all the weight onto my other leg so I can place my free leg into position. Good stuff. So that's just a few pointers there. We want to move all the time, and to make a forward and backward movement smooth, we make a small curve. So let's just go straight into holding ball on the right as we step the left foot forward and bring the arm up. We're turning just a touch to the left. Carry on a little bit, just a tiny little bit, turning to the left as you return in a small curvy movement. Changing over, step, transfer the weight, and make that tiny curvy movement to come back. And here we are. Let's just go through it again. Let me just check a message, whether there's a question or someone had to leave us. That's okay. There's always the on demand. As you know, you can watch back at any time. Good. And now we know which position we're trying to achieve. What I haven't mentioned, the down hand stays in front of the thigh, and the up hand is in line with our shoulder, the palm slightly looking towards you. We've got the small curve. Let's breathe. I know we're breathing all the time, but we're trying to coordinate the movement with the breath. and we're breathing generally out on the strike and in on the collection. Let's do that. So this is now part while horse's mane, our little exercise before we then go into the 8 move energy form. With the breath, step out to the side and center the weight. We start with breathing in as the hands float up. Breathe in. Breathe out as you sink down. Breathe in to hold ball. Breathe out to move into part by horse's mane. Breathe in, hold ball. Breathe out, strike. Breathe in, hold ball. We go again. Breathe out. Moving forward. Breathe in. Come back. We go one more. Breathe out as you strike. And breathe in into a closing move. Breathe out as you sink your hands down. And breathe in as you close and straighten up. This is very individual, of course. So we're going to have 3 either side. So 1 lot more as we've just done. And try to get your own pace. So we're starting together and trying to breathe through the nose at all times, in and out both, and finishing the out breath on the strike, the in breath on the collection. Let's do that. Sink the weight down into the ground, step out with your left, center the weight, and relax once more. We're starting opening move. When you hold ball, you breathe in. Step and strike, breathe out. Find your pace. Try not to watch. And we go for 3 times each side. Trying to slow down. And of course I can't see all of you, but I hope you're all finished by now. So this is a quite simple exercise to feel how the breath can create the movement almost. So you're pacing yourself on how you're breathing. We will do that later with our Qigong again. But let's get into the form. Let's have a quick drink before we go and start thinking about the 8 move energy form. Probably just part 1, first half of it. And because I want to add the breath as well to that form. So we might not go all the way through today. Good work. 8 move energy form. Let's go through the moves. I'll show the mirror image again, and we're starting with our preparation step. Left foot out and center the weight. Here we take our hands just a little bit away from the body to bring them up diagonally to shoulder height, draw in and sink down. Taking the weight onto your left, turn the right foot for a quarter turn, and then collect to hold ball right hand on top. Now we turn to the front again, setting the left heel for part wild horse's mane. Palm up. Bring all the weight forward. Fold your hands to hold ball left on top. Turning to the right, we set the right heel and we go to ward-off position. Make sure you adjust the left foot to look the same way. From here, turn from the waist, reaching the hands to the corner. Sit the weight back and bring the hands down to the left hip. Hold a small ball in front of your chest and bring it forward. Hands separate to parallel, palms down. Take the weight backwards and forwards to create a circle with your arms in parallel. Roll the weight back, leaving the left hand high, the right hand drops. We turn to the front and we take all the weight onto the right, finishing in our T position, where we hold the hands like so. Sink down the hands and straighten up. And this is what we're going to go through now. Let's go a little bit more slowly in case you're new to it. Starting again with stepping out to the side and center the weight. Hands slightly away from the body, diagonally up to shoulder height. In and down. Take the weight onto left, turn the right foot with the heel on the floor, and then bring all the weight to the right. Hold ball right hand on top. Turning to the front, set the left heel, left palm up, right palm down, part wild horse's mane. All the weight comes forward to left and we fold our hands to hold ball left hand on top. Returning to the right, setting the right heel, and then we go into ward-off position. Here our right forearm is parallel to the chest, and make sure you turn the left foot so the toe are all looking the same way. From the waist we turn to reach the hands to the right corner. Rotate so palms are facing and bring both hands to the left hip. Swing them round to hold a small ball in front of your chest. And bring it forward, separating your hands to palm down. We take the weight back and make a circle with our hands. We take the weight back and forward and make a circle. Leave your left hand up, drop your right hand down and turn to face the front. Once you're there, you take your weight onto the right foot, dropping your left hand outwards and collecting all the weight on right, holding your hands in a T position. Sink the hands down and straighten up. So here we've got this position at the end where we have one hand so and one hand so. That's our final position for the moment. Quick one on turning. I keep saying about turning toes the same way, especially when we come from part wild horse's mane, hold ball. We're going to the right, we set the right heel, we try to achieve a hip width apart position, and we turn the left foot, because after this we have a lot of forward and backwards movement, and it's much better for our knees to go the direction they are built as opposed to sideways movement. So I always try to have the feet look the same way and the knee or almost the same way. A slight turn out at the back foot is fine, and the knees going right over the top of your toes to keep them safe. Let's go again, trying for a really nice, smooth and round circular movement. Drop the weight down, step out and center the weight. Again, arms slightly away, up, in and down, sinking down, trying to stay at this level. Turning to the right, collect, maybe try and stand just on your right. Bring the left to the front, part wild horse's mane, one palm up, one palm down. Bring the weight forward, maybe try and stay just on one leg. Start to turn to the right, set the heel and go to ward-off position, adjusting the left foot. Turn from the center to reach to the corner. Sitting the weight back, hands come down to the hip. Bring the hands in front of chest, hold a small ball and shift the weight forward, extending your arms forward, palms down. We take the weight backwards and forwards to create our circles, and the other way. And we take the weight back again, leaving the left hand up, dropping the right hand outwards as we turn to the front. Take the weight onto right, drop the left hand outwards, collect onto right, and T position with your hands. Sink the hands down and straighten up. Very good. Let's relax a bit. Shake it out. To add the breathing, I will have to talk you through that. On the whole, it is as we strike, we breathe out. Pretty much what we've practiced earlier. Let's see how we go. And I'm trying to get a pace that's comfortable for everyone. Step out and center the weight. Hands slightly away. We're starting with breathe in, sink down, breathe out, out, out. Turn, collect, breathe in, turn, part while horse's mane out, out, out. Collect forward, breathe in, turn and step out to ward of position, out. Reach to the corner, breathe in, sit back, breathe out, 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 hands in front, breathe in, push forward, out, 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 one circle, in, the other circle, out, 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 turn, in, and relax down, out, out, out. Good stuff. So it is quite complex. If you still have to think a lot of your next movement, then that's fine, just do that. And if you already know, then see whether you can think of the breathing. Let's break it down just a little bit more to give you a better chance to get the breathing and only go to ward-off position. Let's try just up to ward-off position, trying to get your own pace. I will call it out for the moment, and then we go a couple of times where you just do it all to yourself with your pace. So let's get started with a preparation step and center the weight. Breathing right down to your belly, so relax your area here at the belly, at this lower back. That's all where our breath wants to sit. The hands slightly away. Breathe in, up, draw in, breathe out. Turn, hold bowl, breathe in. Turn, part while horse's mane, breathe out. Collect forward, breathe in. And step strike to ward-off position, breathe out. And breathe in and out as we just finish there for the moment. So just that one through a few times, trying to set your own pace. Let's go. Trying to get the flow according to your breathing and trying to slow it down. Preparation. Breathing out down into the ground. Let's go. Breathe in. Sink down, breathe out. Turn, hold, bowl is in. Turn, part while horse's mane is out. Hold, bowl is in. Turn, ward off is breathe out. And then we just pick up a closing move in and out. Closing in. Let's go again. Just one more time. I hope you can feel how you breathe deeply with relaxed shoulders. And then we carry on into the next part together. Step out and center the weight. Relax. Drop the weight. Breathe out. Now we get started. Hands away, breathe in. Try in your own time into part while horse's mane. Forward to hold ball. Ward off. And we make up a closing move. Good. So this is something I personally absolutely love when it works. It is super calming, and this is when we get the flow, because we're floating the movement on our breath. And that's something to aim for. Of course, with our Qigong itself, that's quite more simple because we not have such complex moves, but it's the same principle, and getting the stepping as well coordinated with the breath is just very nice. Let's go through the whole part we've done today with the breath. So we're starting again at the start, and I'll try to count out a good measure for you to breathe along to. Step out and center the weight. Hands away. Breathe in, in, in. Draw in, breathe out, out, out. Turn, collect, breathe in, in, turn, strike, breathe out, out, out. Collect forward, breathe in, turn to ward off, breathe out, out, out. Reach to the corner, breathe in, pull down, breathe out, out, out. Hands in front, hold ball, breathe in, bring it forward, breathe out, out, out. Circle, breathe in, and circle, breathe out, out, out. Roll back. It's a quick breathe in, relax, breathe out, 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 and straighten up because we try to stay low. So the last circle is quite the fast movement for an in-breath, where we have finished with our right foot at the front, just from our circles. Sometimes, and maybe we can do this on the next round, these circles, I go in just to here and out to there. We can try that. But the moving to the front for the T position in our hands is a fast one. That's all one in-breath. And then it's an out-breath down here. So we're moving a little bit quicker there. Let's go. And I'll go slower for the forward and backward on our circles here. In to sit back, out to push forward, in to sit back, out to push forward. So we're going to add now, we slow it up now at that place, but then afterwards our outwards arm circles to T position are quite swift. Let's go. Starting nice and relaxed. Relax the shoulders, hold the head high. Sink the weight into the ground. Stepping out to the side, we center the weight. Relax once more. And slightly away from the body, breathe in, draw in, sink, breathe out, out, out. Turn to hold bowl, breathe in, to the front, part while horse's mane out, out, out. Collect forward, breathe in, turn to ward off, breathe out, out, out. Reach up, breathe in, sit back, breathe out, out, out. Hands to the front, small bowl, in, bring it forward, breathe out, out, out. We circle hands, breathe in, as you come forward, breathe out, out, out. Other way, breathe in, rolling back, and breathe out, out, out. More quickly, breathe in, circle, circle in, deep position, and breathe out, 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 straightening up. Fantastic. We always want to slow it down, but do stay comfortable. And of course, just keep on breathing. If you can't coordinate it, whatever you do, don't stop. But you know that. So this is one thing we want to try to get into a good habit. And then if we can coordinate our movement and our breath, as I said, we just go into a nice flow. Let's go again. If you want to ignore me, try so. If you feel you're confident and you can do that at your own pace through that section of our 8-move energy form, go for it. I shall try and talk not quite so much and see how we fare. Stepping out, we center the weight. Hands away, keeping relaxed all the time. Let's go. Breathe in. We sink to breathe out. Hold ballness, breathe in. Part while horse's mane, breathe out. Hold ball is in. Turn to ward of position is out. Reach is in. Sit back, out. Hold small ball in. To the front is out. Circle in. Push is out. Circle is in. Push out. And quicker in. And relax is out. Fantastic. Shake it out a bit. Good work. Let's go again. Let's go again. I hope you can, that there is a pattern to it. We want to get that moving forward and backward coordinated with our breathing, so we really can go into, as I said earlier, sort of circular move, and everything is rounded and flowing. Let's go one more time. Relax down and step out into the weight and slightly away from the body. Breathe in, out. Soft movement, never stopping. Part while horse's mane. Collect and hold ball. Ward off. Reach. Sit back. Small ball. Push. Circle. And circle. Turn to the front, left hand stays up, right drops, and then the left hand drops. And we relax. Good work. Let's just have a quick thumbs up. Are we doing all right? Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Good. Now, what we haven't done, we all calm now and we will calm again. So let's be a bit lively in between. We haven't done our fancy arms, our floating hands for a little while. Let's do that. With the feet hip width apart. I mean, it is party time now, isn't it? So we have to have a party trick. Let's just have one more time our waist turn. So we find our waist turn. We find our upper body is isolated and our arms are floating about. Good. Just keep that in mind for the moment as we now go mirror image. I'll show you how we go. With the right hand first, we go to the opposite shoulder, to the same shoulder, and then out to the front, to the opposite shoulder, and then we push the palm down, central in front of our body. Let's do that again, just one more time, just the right hand. We bring it to the opposite shoulder, and then to the same shoulder. We push out to the front, opposite shoulder, and down in front of the body with the palm looking down to the floor. Left hand, opposite, same, push it to the front, opposite shoulder, and palm down central. One more on your left hand, to opposite, to the same shoulder, push it to the front, to the opposite shoulder, and push it down. So going to the shoulder is a guide. It's not that we touch, we stay quite a distance with the palm looking to the shoulder. So we are quite away from our body. So just saying shoulder, not to touch it, but to have a guide for you what to do. When we are at shoulder, palm is towards us. When we push, palm is away. When we push down, palm is down to the ground. And of course, when I'm going with my turn from the upper body, I swing the hand exactly with that turn. But let's not worry about it too much. Let's get both hands going. The right hand starts. Opposite shoulder, same shoulder, out to the front. The left hand comes in. Both go to opposite shoulders. The right goes down, the left over. The right stays, the left goes out. Cross over, left down, right out. Cross over, right down, left over, left out. Cross, down, 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 out. Stand nice and stable on your bent knees. Cross, down, out. So we don't have a weight transfer. We should stay central, turning the upper body to make the move happening. And relax. Let's go one more time. Then we speed it up, somewhat silly, and then we calm down again with a bit of Qigong. Or not speed it up. If it's no good for you, keep it slow. So relaxed stance. Here we stay. We're not using our legs at all. It's just turning from the upper body as we did in our warm-up exercise earlier. Or if you can't coordinate the turning and the hands, then just concentrate on the hands. That's fine to start with. We're starting with the right. Opposite, same, out. Both cross in, right goes down, left goes out. Cross in, left down, right out. Crossed, down, left out. Cross, left down, right out. Cross, down, out. Cross, down, out. Stand out, cross, down, out, cross. D, D, D. And the body movement will make you go quicker if you manage. And if you don't manage, it's good when the summer comes and there's too many flies, you can easily get rid of them. End of party trick. We're going to use that again. We're going to practice it again. Slow, faster, faster, faster. But now for our Qigong, and today is the day of looking at our breathing. So ideal, we start with we're going through the 5 elements Qigong. So we're going through the elements of earth, metal, water, wood and fire, starting with earth, where we hold our hands parallel at the side of the body as we circle them so. And when we sink the hands, that's when we breathe out. And when we raise them up, we breathe in. Keeping that spine super, super tall and soft, the shoulders relaxed. And making sure you're not poking the head out, not clenching buttocks or the toes. So we are in a good, balanced, relaxed stance. Shoulders relaxed. Long spine. Breathing deep down into your belly. And finding your own pace. We start low with our hands. Palms are facing. And we bring them up to breathe in. And circle down to breathe out. We can sink into our legs as well. Breathing through the nose gently with relaxed shoulders. And finding your pace. Soft hands, soft shoulders and joints. Holding the head light and high. Relaxing the lower back. And try to slow down gently. We'll have another 2 of earth and then move to metal. For metal, our in-breath, we'll take our hands out to the side. At shoulder height. Breathing out, we'll bring our palms nearly touching in front of chest. Find a good balance as we've changed the movement. Rejig. Opening the chest wide. Soft hands, soft shoulders. And the breath goes deep down to your belly. Another 2 at your own pace, and then we move to the element of water with a longer out breath to sink the hands down in front, palms downwards, and lift them up with the palms staying down. Again, realign your balance for the new movement. Shoulders relaxed. Feeling how you move the air with your hands. Soft, continuous movement. Another 2 of the water element, and then we change to wood. And for wood, we have our hands about waist level with palms up And we make a circle, palms looking to the inside of the circle, just underneath the chin, moving our hands around the wheel. Realign balance. Make sure you are relaxed in your back and your shoulders, keeping a long, soft spine. Continuous movement, never stopping the breath. And in your own time, another 2, and we'll change to fire. For fire, we hold a small ball and we take the weight to one side. Breathe out, extending the hands. Other way around. Breathe in, extend. Breathe out, bring them close. Feel a bit of the workout on this one leg. Shoulder relaxed. One more and then change. And we take the weight to the other side. Hold small ball. Breathe in, extend hands. Breathe out, bring them together. And feel how you're stretching also your body on this side. Shoulders relaxed. We'll have another 2. Work in that side. And then we center the weight with the hands on the side of the body. And with our palms upwards, a big circle, breathing in. Push the air down in front of you, breathing out. Relaxed shoulders, long spine, soft movement. We'll have one more big circle. And then we rest our hands on the belly, just underneath the belly button. One hand on top of the other. Find a good balance. Relaxed stance. Close your eyes. And feel the breath going to your hands, concentrating on your breathing. Feel the floor under your feet. Feel the air on your skin. Hear the sounds around you. Notice any taste or smell. And gently open your hands, open your eyes. Have a tiny shake. And welcome back to Saturday morning. Thank you very much for having joined me today. Breathing away